Apparently this game is pretty good. I'm not too sure though. Deadly Premonition. So I actually watched Twin Peaks after like you know, experiencing the first game. And then I think and it kind of made the first game make a lot more sense. You could say. So, and I've tried to like keep myself blind for this one as much as I could. Option. Okie doke. Quest display. Dash, dodge. Accelerate. Get on off skateboard. Fighting skill. Okay, I think I'm spoiling myself looking at the controls. I got a fan going on in the background. I don't know if it's picking up on the mic. I could turn it off, I guess. 2018. Okay, we've got the classic looking at the dead body setup. Let me turn it off. It's not that warm. Oh, it's in. This is like a butcher's shop, or like. Like a fishery. I don't remember what's the word. This kind of reminds me of this level in. Oh my god, what's the name of that game? Dead to Rights. I think there's a level in Dead to Rights when you fight in a freezer like this, because they hid the drugs in like the ice blocks or something. Spoilers for Dead to Rights.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Whoa.
Quiet down? Ha! You have any idea?
I think it's picking up on the game.
I'd be half naked in Havana right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some rays, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other.
What did I do to deserve
Can't
this?
move.
No. The regional bureau chief merely issued a special order.
Every direction makes me move forward.
Yeah. How could I forget? A special order to rob me of my well-deserved vacation.
It's like an auto. It's like more than an auto walk.
You can find that junk anywhere.
Whoa!
Walk
Hey!
and talk.
Hold on a minute. What did you just say? Pizza is not junk. Pizza is a sacred food bestowed upon us by God himself. You need to apologize right now. This is sheer blasphemy.
Apologize to who? Pizza or God?
Ha ha! You think you're so clever. Maybe if you'd eaten pizza this morning
did I
like
turn
a
around?
decent person, you wouldn't have cut your finger.
I only cut my finger because I couldn't find a left-handed can opener at the hotel. Normally, I would never make such an amateur
Left-handed
mistake.
can opener.
Oh, really? Well, if you want me to get into gear,
I guess I should have let them
Agent
talk about
James,
pizza.
Don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
Isn't it also the guy that voices Travis
And
from No More
red,
Heroes?
remember?
I guess it's kind of tough now to like really deviate from what you're known as, right?
It's open. Come on in.
Francis York Morgan. Got a nice little picturesque apartment. Whoa.
You have questions for us. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Francis Zach Morgan. Oh, can I control? Or is it still a force? Look at all those cartons of milk over there. Okay, do I have to hang up my coat? This is actually really weird. I've never seen anything like this. My ears are ringing, and I don't know why. It's just my left ear. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Aaliyah Davis.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis. And this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston.
Whoa, how do you know?
He's been monitoring us for years now.
oh, hi.
That animation was so bad.
Seriously.
Oh my god, okay.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that right, my fairy? How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking. but my eyes can't be deceived.
Do you think testimony like this, when you've seen like the person testifying just rip up like a big spliff right in front of you, is gonna be like admissible in a court of law?
If he's hiding something,
Would you
it'll come
think
out
so?
in his face.
I don't know.
Letters of appreciation from the governor and the Department of Justice. They're caked in dust as if he doesn't even care about them. You solved many difficult cases across your career. Utilizing your own unique MO.
Okay.
You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the inside-out flesh skinner case in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
and also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same
Whoa,
year.
stuff human collector case.
Then,
That kind of reminds me. This kind of setup, where she talks about a lot of serial killers, reminds me of what's the name? Golden Kamui.
in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation. You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable. Did you really solve these cases all on your own? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
Okay, lady. Like,
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing.
I do like the way this interior apartment is set up. It does feel like how you would set up like an apartment like this in a television series,
After the St. Louis case,
where elements are always like clearly in view of the camera.
we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, 2 highly sought-after fugitives.
Visions. Okay. L. That didn't really help.
This smell. It doesn't surprise me at this point, but it'll be problematic in court if they decide his testimony is unreliable.
Whoops.
I won't get another chance to talk to him face to face like this. I need to get him to stop smoking that for a bit. Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak? I'm talking about... yes, that.
Bro. Bro, you gonna stop someone?
You don't need to worry about us. Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent. Now please, put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
What? If we say no.
Then I'll put it out myself. Using force.
I think they should have just cut at what.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes.
I don't know why, but this guy is like Aaliyah, the lady. She seems like she's animated like, you know, like a Fallout 3 character where they slightly move their head up and down while looking at like the player character, and their lips move okay. But this guy seems like he's animated like an even earlier PC era game. Like somehow it's like worse just for him.
And I mean, come on.
But I don't know, you know, if I try to like if I try to sort the animations for the characters, I think I might go insane. So
It's medicinal.
I think I should just I should leave it be for now.
Exactly.
Maybe only comment on the
Francis Zach Morgan.
only comment on the really extreme cases.
He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too talented.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So you remember what I said about like the elements in the apartment? This kind of seems like the TV is a bit too far from where the chairs are, like. Although I guess maybe he's never actually used that TV. It's just there as a prop for him to look like his apartment looks normal. I don't know.
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck.
Maybe I'm thinking too much about it.
That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society.
Woof.
Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche. We admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones. That's sexual harassment.
Yeah, I'm not laughing at the sexual harassment, okay? I'm laughing at this setup. I'm laughing at this scene overall, okay? I'm so
Belle.
sorry.
Does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him. I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then. First, I'll try using the files on the table to shake him up. An ornate antique chessboard. Looks like he stopped halfway through the game. But who was playing with him? Mr. Morgan, may I ask you a question purely out of curiosity? If it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know, and I'll retract it.
Belle, what's wrong? You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's a question about death.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
Think carefully about why we're smoking this, then ask us again. Honestly, we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
Yes. Belle, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold, colder than you could imagine. A cold that no photograph could ever express. The sun, powerless, and the temperature drops below zero, right in the middle of the day.
What?
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself. If you want to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience. Well,
That chessboard looks rather old. And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right. They were banned by the CITES Treaty.
that was made in France in the 1900s.
Whoa.
We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan? I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself. When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
Well, unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this area.
What? How did she notice?
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history.
What?
He was simply playing chess. All alone.
Did we check the computer or something?
What's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
Maybe the FBI is looking at this stream right now. Or the CIA, I don't know.
These files are from the case that took place just outside of New Orleans in 2005. The agent who handled the case was Francis Zach Morgan, and now he's sitting right in front of me. Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
What? Le Carré, LA?
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case. After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was
Maybe
discovered.
I need to be really high to appreciate this more.
You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it? The body that went missing for 14 years was suddenly discovered frozen in a warehouse. This is some kind of message from the victim to us.
How could it be a message from the victim?
We're pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body can't change anything now. And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Bro.
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all. She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
This keeps getting better and better.
Yeah. The lady speaks like a college teacher, you know?
Better and better?
Like they're trying to... She's trying to keep saying leads to make York say, or Zach say what she wants. Like she's like the teacher trying to explain to the student what the student needs to realize.
Isn't that right, my fairy? A corpse as beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story. Yes. Yes.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something. I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents. A halfway finished chess game. I think he was playing both sides by himself. If it was merely for entertainment, it wouldn't be a problem. But I know that every action he takes has its own special purpose, especially now that his remaining time is limited. The person who originally admitted this report was his superior, Robert Abrahams.
Robert Abrahams.
Current chief of the Boston branch. According to Chief Abrahams, Morgan's got his own modus operandi. It's not something that others should interfere with. Well, Chief, look what that's gotten us into now. Who is it? This My Fairy character you keep speaking to?
You can't see her? Such bad manners. You barge into our apartment, yet you don't even care about who else is living here.
Dissociative identity disorder. In
Or
the past,
did.
it was known as multiple personality disorder. You were subjected to an internal probe only once during your career, correct? They suspected that you had DID, but you denied
Did.
it.
Did you have did?
And no problems arose during your test. Is this how you dealt with the psychological profiler back then, too? Saying strange things, weaving unrelated matters together. Is that how you slipped through?
You're free to draw your own conclusions, Belle. But my fairy clearly exists. She's been sitting right there, on your lap this entire time. Hey! Stop it! No violence allowed in here, Belle. Wouldn't want to scare my fairy, now would we?
He didn't so much as twitch when he saw the picture of the body. He's even tougher than the rumors made him out to be. But I was prepared for that.
He doesn't really look tough.
And if my hunch is right, he's deeply intertwined with this case. Far deeper than what my superiors think. You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation. But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
The hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner, but we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on vacation.
So, you gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead.
Damn.
Remember what happened, my fairy? That warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
Whoa.
The large man, yes? No need to answer. If you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol.
The person who originally Morgan's, well, look at that.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to us? Such as...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson. You look surprised. I thought you already knew.
What?
After all, you visited Louisiana
Last week?
We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time. That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on
On
Christmas Eve.
Eve. He didn't leave his house on Christmas Eve.
Which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston.
Billy Bishop.
This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carre.
Lou Carre.
He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries. And they always have the most bizarre timing.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton.
Trenton, New Jersey?
You can find that type of car anywhere. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Where would he bought the car? I've already forgot. Oh.
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them. Poly MVA supplements and a home IV kit. It's probably filled with highly concentrated vitamin C. He said that being on the verge of death is intriguing. But then why does he have such an elaborate home medical care setup? How does he truly feel? This room's a total mess. But certain spots look perfectly clean. Is it just a coincidence? No. There are no coincidences with this man. DVDs are all over the place. I know that he's a shut-in, but this still seems like way too many for one person. And I've never heard of any of these titles before. A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection. You must live a very comfortable life.
Yo, Ninja Police, Emerald Dragon, and Emerald Dragon 2. Kung Hu Hai, Lola X, Police Dogs, Death Chase. It's just,
We're retired, remember?
I mean, my mother has more DVDs than that. My mother really loves her stinking B movies.
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, that won't do. You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law.
Unwritten law.
Films guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
Is that so?
For example, They Live.
Whoa. John Carpenter?
1988, directed by John Carpenter. That film taught us a valuable lesson. Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
Whoa. Get +2 to cool.
You know, you got a point. Movies teach us about everything we need to know. I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption, but that film changed
That's
my
deep,
life.
bro.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
Do you like fresh vegetable juice?
Why would you think that?
There's a juicer in your sink that hasn't been washed yet. And do I smell the faint fragrance of baked beans?
Baked beans.
You didn't use much salt, did you?
What are you implying?
You just told me that you find impending death to be intriguing. That confused me. When I look around your room, all I can see are the many ways in which you're resisting death. Poly-MVA treatment, highly concentrated vitamin C IVs, fresh vegetable juice, vegetable protein without salt, gallons of vitamin D milk for fat and calcium.
Whoa. Vitamin D added? Holy shit.
The ambivalence, yes.
What?
Two contradictory emotions, mixing, coexisting together. An adult, mature mind is never satisfied with only one response. It's common sense. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Mr. Morgan,
I'm kind of liking this interrogation style. You don't have to look at everything to get clues or anything. Like, the character's already done that, right? So you see the starting point of the questioning, which is more than fine if you're playing a detective, I think. You kind of get where or what they're gonna question him about.
I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Those are sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Sacred places. Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
The soul's still there.
The soul still burns.
We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon, don't touch the sanctuary.
Sorry.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
My bad. It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles. What do you think,
Bro.
my fairy? 4.5 years. All that time.
Crosswords puzzles?
What does he have to show for it?
Crossword puzzles? No way. Come on. I thought you knew.
He's been eating pizza.
I'm a Sudoku
Oof.
guy.
Agent Jones.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more. Agent Jones. The briefcase isn't even that big. How long does he intend to keep that up?
You see his hand creeping through there.
Does he have pizza menus stuffed inside there or something?
Bro, I like my suitcase to have pizza menus. That'd be pretty sick.
Agent Jones? Did you find the files?
Greenvale.
Mr. Morgan, do you
We're
recognize
back to
these
a
files?
cutscene. Whoa!
Whoa! Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded. Ah! 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 Yeah.
Mr. Morgan? I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid? Everything should be fine now.
You didn't? Did you need?
Sorry for being so careless.
Did you need a cutscene for that one?
I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear. Please, accept my deepest apologies.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again. And no more red, either.
Don't ever.
I mean, I'm not being super I'm not being super entertained, but I am interested
Touch one.
in what's happening,
Again.
right? So
I told them not to. Why would they do that? Make them go away. Sanctuaries. Don't touch. Stay away.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
Don't worry. I won't let them touch you. Again, I'll keep them away from us.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red.
color red.
And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenville case.
Heavy duty shredder.
Soon after Agent Jones started monitoring him, he was ordered to go through Morgan's trash, but he didn't find anything. Morgan used this machine to cut up everything, from his mail to his supermarket receipts. Then he even went as far as taking out his trash in parts. This is a very large shredder. Is there something you don't want people finding out about?
Good question. But we never know when some curious civil servants may come and sift through our trash now, do we?
You're already retired. What are you so worried about?
It's just a simple habit from back when we were still on duty. Didn't they bang that into your head when you were up in Quantico? Some habits are hard to break, no matter how hard you try.
Here's another empty space. What does the word sanctuary really mean to him? Hovels for pure souls. Could you tell me what exactly the word sanctuary means to you?
Sanctuaries are sanctuaries.
Destiny is destiny.
Nothing more and nothing less.
That doesn't explain anything.
Whoa, come on.
Why do you wish to know?
Just curious.
Belle. You're a much ruder person than you initially seemed to
Whoa,
be.
rude.
Don't you agree, my fairy?
Rude FBI dudes.
What do our sanctuaries have to do with the investigation? If you're out of questions, then how about just going home?
Hey, mind if I jump in here?
What is it, Simon? We hope you've got a real question for us.
Well, actually, I'm also a little curious myself.
What kind of pizza do you like?
No one's supposed to touch any sanctuary, right?
That's what we said.
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating circumstances?
What are you getting at?
I mean, I doubt if any of this really matters, but if no one can touch the sanctuaries, then how do you clean them?
Huh?
The files on the serial killings that shocked Washington State in 2010, officially titled the Greenvale case. I never thought I'd take out files from a case I first heard about on the news. Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't want to remember that town.
Oof.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered and the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
That's a private matter. None of your business. Belle.
Damn.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
Huh? For retirement?
What are you getting at?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push. One more thing that can summon up
Pizza.
the past. A jar of honey with honeycomb inside it. There's nothing strange about it, but it still gives me a weird feeling.
That's royal jelly.
Whoa.
Huh?
You were staring at the jar, weren't you? Do you find it strange that there's honeycomb inside? We wanted to harvest royal jelly in its most natural state. The queen's main food source, created from the worker bee's secretions. It's a perfect food, filled with power, meant to fuel the birth of the next queen. By absorbing it into our own bodies, we too can acquire that power.
What?
Incidentally, did you know that all the worker bees are
Yes.
female?
I remember my elementary school science class.
No.
Guess they didn't teach you that at Quantico. Male bees are only born to
Yep.
inseminate,
They all die after having sex.
and they're born from unfertilized eggs to boot. They have short lives and don't even get stingers. Sort of feels like a glimpse into the future of our society, wouldn't you agree?
Huh?
Women are gifted with the power to conceive, give birth, and nourish their children. But men are consumed with the job of providing women with the chance to do so. If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, they would soon cease to desire them, we believe.
But that's kind of, well, I don't know.
Be careful, Simon.
Huh? Of what?
Your Belle's already stolen the reins from you.
Looks like another old antique. He collects milk cartons but treats valuable antiques like trash. What's going on in his head? The silver clock in that trash pile. Is that an H5?
H5.
That's right. John Harrison's fifth chronometer. Completed in 1770. After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude in order to end their feud with him. That's only a replica, of course.
You like clocks?
Clocks are amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect. We took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
I mean,
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely fascinating.
no. No.
I disagree.
Oh? Why?
Time is valuable precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays, people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. Talk about
Uh-huh.
idiocy. I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone. We have our eyes to read moon charts and study the sky. We don't need clocks.
What if it's cloudy or storming?
All you need is courage and a love for adventure.
Hear that, my fairy? Courage and a love for adventure? Come on, Belle.
That is a bit idealistic.
Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage and adventure.
Hey, hold on a second here. That Board of Longitude thing. What the heck is that? I mean, I've heard of it before. I'm an FBI analyst, remember?
This guy is pretty good.
I just sort of can't remember it right now. I know what it is, really. I'm telling the truth. Come on, Aaliyah, back me up here. Aaliyah?
Just fucking ignore them.
A picture of a leaf. This isn't just a picture of any leaf. It's the most important leaf. The belief in truth begins with the doubt of all truths in which one has previously believed. It's time to get down to business. Mr. Morgan, please look at this.
What did we just say? We don't want to remember Greenvale.
This isn't a photo of Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Francis Zach Morgan. This photograph predates
Oh, no.
Greenvale. It's from the Lucare case you worked on in 2005.
Red tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case. They're connected by these red trees.
Oh no.
Aren't they?
Red trees.
Answer me. What are these trees?
Red trees. Figured it out.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you know.
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're
Whew,
good.
You're good.
Damn good.
Whoa, he's popping off. He also finished his spliff, so
Are you ready to
might be
talk
hitting
now?
him right now.
I want to know what went down in Le Carré in 2005.
Fine. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes, it was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. The sun comes down hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers. It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our best friend with us back then. The other me. My better half.
Whoa! My eyes. Okay, now we're getting the intro. Real intro.
Never a choice. When somebody needs you, you can't turn away. You're their only lifeline, just a hero, a bullet for hire, working alone. Always a voice, a cry in the darkness, an echo of pain that's been long forgotten, but it haunts me, my destiny to be alone. There's a time when you see.
I think this was one of the trailers. You could see the intro, or whoa. Whoa. I don't know. Am I gonna get banned for that?
To keep searching, walk alone.
Whoa. Damn, I like the song. Too bad it ended so fast. I think it's loading. Okay.
Zach. Zach. Can you hear me, Zach?
Oh my god, I was gonna sneeze.
There you are, Zach. Sleeping again? Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
Okie dokie. Yep, I'll be there.
Isn't that right, Zach?
Yep. Whenever the game starts. Singular leaf. Dead 2Y Premonition. Blessing in disguise. That was okay. That 2005 summer, 2005 summer. Le Carré, Louisiane. A bird with a fish hook.
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Francis York Morgan.
Look at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carré, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Chef.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
Well, shoot. I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it.
So that was still a cutscene, you know, I couldn't interact. Okay, now we got like a dialogue tree instead of
You said the victim was a 16-year-old. Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson
what?
family seat.
Huh?
They own most of the land around here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything. They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know?
Whoa.
They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
What do you know about the Clarkson's house?
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say.
He's half standing on the stairs. I just noticed. Like he's floating above the ground.
But I'm gonna talk straight to you. You best steer clear of that place. That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with real power. Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe for nothing. Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
So we got a big family who owns about half the town.
Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart. And when that don't work, they just beat your ass.
Damn.
That's the deep south for you. This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way. Like something on a
TV show.
The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
What do you know about New Orleans?
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart,
What?
and The Pelican Brief. Right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans.
Boy.
They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat people. That's my point. Cat people. 1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards. Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers. I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism. After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself. That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Okay.
Another vital element of cat people is the presence of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie. His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder, period. You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
Whatever you say, mister.
Okay.
So, what's your point again?
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts. When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister. Why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes. But folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on
Whoa.
a bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces. Scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered us said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
Damn.
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen the car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent.
Huh?
In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here.
You know, his model looks like he's wearing a suit. Like, he might not have, like, a different model for having, like, normal normal clothes on.
But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really. But I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport. Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible. Especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning
Damn.
system.
Got the high rollers.
A hybrid car.
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally entered the 21st
It's
century.
only 4 years.
Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity. And who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon Valley. I can see it now. It's the world of The Last Starfighter, 1984, directed by Nick Castle. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that. See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself. Especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever...
So, yeah, where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found. I remembered exactly where I parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished. In short, someone stole it. And in its place, they left me this.
What?
What?
A
A
skateboard.
skateboard?
A skateboard?
Question mark? Question mark?
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch into my stomach, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
By riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised? No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks. It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
Bro.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95.
95
today.
degrees.
Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
Felice Clarkson case needs us. Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach? Zach.
Blue Thunder.
The searing light. These scents. It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest
You
chef.
didn't even eat anything.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
Well, the tea was to die for. But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
Bro, it's like 95 out. You're not gonna. What would you drink coffee for? Especially hot coffee, damn. To be honest, like coffee kind of makes me feel sick a bit. It's okay if I want to stay up. Return to York's room. Who is this? Oh, look at this fucking pie. Holy shit. It's fucking giant. Oh my god. Are those like fucking giant bread? Holy moly. That's also a giant chicken. Those sausages look good. Pizza for breakfast. Oh my god, okay. So where's my room? This way? No. Fucking run with R. Can I talk to anyone? No? Oh, okay. The game just froze, opening up a door. I think it's showing off the hotel. 203, I think that's my room. I love how he runs with his hands open like that. Coffee in a cup. You are starting with $600? Damn. I can't go downstairs. Trying to get used to the controls. Drinks. Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, man. Okay, well, we're in the classic suit now.
San Rouge. We've been chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zach?
What?
I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase. Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. And this stain's from
hole?
Miami.
Is there a hole?
Miami. Now that was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two, even with the help of the drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Wow. I didn't need to know that, I guess.
I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
Evidence organization. Oh, we're gonna...
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And these Clarkson's murder must be connected to it.
This is gonna be like my wall of evidence where I connect all the dots.
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered. Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar. The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare. And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
Okay.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here.
I wonder if you can have like a huge amount of evidence, and then when you turn it in, it takes like 20 minutes. Kind of like Super Mario Odyssey, when you have like tons of moons or whatever that turn in.
The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay. For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art house films. Are you following me here? This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did.
Oh no.
This is a turning point.
I don't think so.
You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line. A genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that. Don't you, Zach?
Maybe not. Maybe that's not gonna happen. This is also very Twin Peaks. Someone mysteriously knocks at the door. Save. Okay, let's save last. This definitely feels like a game I want to stream more of. It's very entertaining just to sit down and bask it in.
I'm very satisfied with the decorations and the size of this closet, Zach. And it's even got a security box. What else could a man ask for? It's proof that we're still safely inside the fringes of modern civilization.
Use the closet to change clothes. If you wear the same clothes for a long time, they'll become dirty. Stylish brown. Store items. Got rubber bullets. That's a lot of rubber bullets. First aid kits. Coca-Cola. Feather cigarettes. Lollipop. Okay, looks like I got a cup of coffees in my suit. in my briefcase. Why would I keep coffee in my briefcase? Anti-numb, antidote, cold be gone. Oh shit, the bathroom. Oh, yeah. Can shave. Looks like I don't need to shave. Don't have to do any of those things just yet. Okay. Let's keep going just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna probably call it a night.
Hey there, Chef. What's cooking?
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David.
What? Huh?
I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that Lucare is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square in French.
Ah. And
That's it.
that's it?
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
Sir. Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you see it. Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
What? Huh?
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say, the job makes the man.
Check out the old map. I like the music so far. It's pretty good.
Do you feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
What?
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hunga.
Hungan.
Hunga. Title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Do you comprehend the oracle?
The Oracle.
That was kind of spooky.
Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the oracle.
What? Huh? What?
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos.
Chaos.
But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
Doesn't look like there's anyone yet you can interact with. In the first game, you could interact with almost every NPC in the game.
Whether it's a restaurant or a hotel, the key to charming your customers is how you present your bathroom. I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you, Zach? Now this is the kind of bathroom a person can really get excited about. It might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer's house in Austin, remember? The art piece on display in there utilized the natural curves of human ribs in such a novel way. It was truly brilliant.
Looks like there's someone already in there, or... I like the lowest graphic setting and mirrored images. Maybe the game should run on those graphics, maybe.
Zach, why are you in such a hurry? This is the country. We should take our time and enjoy ourselves. Let's try living by their rules for a bit.
Whoa, chocolate chip cookie, donut.
Zach, here's another perfect symbol of the human condition. Hunting trophies. And it's a buffalo hunting trophy. Now that's a surprise. I've seen several trophies made out of human skin, but never a buffalo's. Looking at him brings out this strange feeling from within me. Yes, the very same feeling I got when watching a certain film from 1984, directed by Peter Hyams. 2010. The last scene in that film filled me with such a sublime, majestic feeling. It was filled with everything that was missing from the finale of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just talking about it makes me want to watch it again. Let's watch it once we get home. Promise, Zach.
Check it out. Gotta look at the map. It's got the load the map looking at sequence.
Zach, this is Lucare. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Clear. Map has been unlocked.
Zach, what did you think of Hungun's oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle. Heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside.
Oracle decryption start.
Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. You need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now, where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel and where? And the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right? The answer is bowling. The shape of the bowling pin was based on the feminine form. The 10 maidens are the 10 pins. Alexis's Diner and Lane. This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time.
Cajun cuisine? I'm down.
Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to find it. Now for the other oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? I'm sure we'll find out later. First, let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach. Yes, 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that. The question is, does our 0 refer to Celsius or Fahrenheit? Let's think for a moment. We're in Louisiana. Which measurement system do we use here in America?
Fahrenheit? The flying serpent.
The Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
Is it a dragonfly? Is it a flying serpent?
That's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you? And how about that Hoongan? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel. If you're dying to smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me. You're the
At
bellboy.
your service, boss.
David Gerara. Bellboy mode.
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams Deep South, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play
Bro.
by your rules.
I'm not too sure I like the freeze frame on the... on like the end of the cutscenes. That's an artistic choice, you know. Okay, let's go out for a smoke, I guess. Or kind of want to go to the bowling lane. Whoa, did the tree move? Looks like the tree is like breathing or something. Look at the textures at the bottom. Oh, I don't like the loading screen freezing like this. Oh no. Game. Game. Oh. It's trying. It's trying its hardest. Oh boy, okay. It was loading the cutscene, alright.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease. You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
Damn.
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is. In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
Well, isn't she the one that approached him? I mean, I don't know.
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Well, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
What?
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Patricia Woods.
Tell me, Patricia, does this town have a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
Basic controls. Run, crouch, dodge, move camera, melee attack, red room. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Whoa, look at that combo. It said R to run and R to dodge. Whoa! Skateboard. Can I do super cool tricks?
Hey, my daddy's still in the parking lot. I thought you were gonna steal the right to investigate from him. Hurry it up.
Oh, oh my god. Oh, I like bounce off things. Oh my god. Can I jump? Doesn't look like any of the buttons do anything. What happened? Huh? Wasn't there a police car over here? Maybe it crashed or something.
Hey, you. You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you? Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious? And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real. Hey. Can I come with you? You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about
what happened to the police dude car?
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
What condition?
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter. Zach, it feels like she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?
Main quest waypoint. Wasn't there wait a minute. Where's the map? I use the map. Okay. Waypoints. Facility. Some food and delivery services. Sheriff department. Did I like skip a cutscene or something? That's where I am right now. Okay. This is really weird.
So, what do you think of him? Melvin called you a strange name. CLG,
What? Huh?
I think. What exactly does that mean?
Clever?
What is this?
By the way, Patty, what do you usually do when you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Oh, no.
I did skip a cutscene. I'm gonna have to restart the game to look at what happened. Maybe if I go in the hotel and then I come back out. Right? No, I can't do that.
Okay, Patty. I'm going to try asking you that question again. What do you do when you're at home?
I watch TV and look up stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't much else to do when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Really? For some reason, I envisioned you working hard to take care of all the chores around the house.
Well, of course, I do stuff like...
I feel like I'm being played or something. Like something happened that was that I didn't have any control over. Maybe that cutscene wasn't supposed to happen.
boss. How can I be of service?
This is the South, boss. Doesn't take long to drown yourself in sweat. Catch my drift. Can't wait to experience it. Might have to try it out tonight. Can I talk to this lady here? No? Okay. So let's go back out. See if I can see that cutscene. I didn't like, maybe I unloaded the bus by going out too far and it loaded out the other cars. Oh my god. Trying to understand what happened. Yeah, I might need to end the stream here if I can't, because now I feel like I missed something. Like I missed a cutscene that introduces a character, which is like the most important part of Swery's games, right? So no. Let's go to the sheriff department. Maybe the truck is gonna be there, and we're gonna watch the cutscene. That's gonna teleport us back to the cutscene that was supposed to happen at the hotel. Maybe. Can you jump? Cool if you could jump. Oh, there it is. There's the truck.
So, Mr. York,
I've been curious about it since the first.
I'll have you know, crawfish, since this store carries all the bare necessities you'll need for day. If it's Sunday,
Oh no.
you ever need anything?
You're not only the.
Sure.
That's terrible. Running a bit. I just can't.
Is that
But what?
Skip all of this so I can actually react to it
Not,
Get it
whenever I come back. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to end this here, and then I'll play through the game to get back to the point where I skipped this cutscene. Cause what? Okay. Thanks, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna have to come back. Oh my god, what a first 2 hours. What a fever dream.